if you are a business professionals uh, if you are a business professional, then this video is for you. Because if you have ever designed a deck, if you have ever designed a presentation, then you might know like how time consuming that is. And first you need to finalize the content, then you need to finalize uh, the structure, put it into slides, then on top of that you need to make it look good, right? And this is such a time consuming task. Now, what if I tell you that I can save you hours by just telling you about a tool, an AI tool that can solve all this problem? Now, the tool I want to tell you about is Gamma AI. Now, this Gamma AI will literally save you hours if you use it correctly. So, let me show you what this tool does and how you can use it to improve your efficiency. So let me just screen share, and I'm done and doing the screen share. You can see over here, you just need to go to gamma.app. Now what Gamma does is Gamma creates presentations. Gamma uses AI to create presentation on any topic you want in just seconds. So I'll show you how that works. But first, this is the main interface you will see whenever you log into gamma.app. Now, uh, as you can see, there are on the main homepage, you can see the presentations you have created in the past. Now, Gamma it doesn't call it presentations as such, but it likes to call it gammas. These are called gammas, right? So in Gamma, you can create presentations in three main ways. First is you can import your content. You can import like whatever content you have, presentation, PDFs, text, whatever you have, you can just paste it over here. Then we have a new Gamma, which is like starting from scratch. Gamma will give you an AI, will give you a blank screen which you can build upon. Then there is create new. Now this is the main feature which is Gamma known for. Now in this feature, Gamma uses AI to create the presentation. So I'll click on it, and as soon as I do that, it will ask me how would you like to create a presentation. Now there are three ways you can get started with Gamma. The first is you can paste in text. Like if you have if you already have some content that you want to put inside a presentation, then you can just paste over here. Like the text you have, you can just copy paste over here or any outline. Then we have the generate option. Now what this generate option does is, you if you don't have any content prepared beforehand, then what you can do is you can just copy paste not copy paste you can just tell AI what topic you want the presentation to be on. Then AI will go to the web, research for you, do the research, create an outline, and then approve. Then after your approval, it will create the entire presentation. Like you don't need uh, any content or any preparation in order to get started. And this is the best feature of Gamma AI. Then we have the import file or URL. And this is similar stuff what we saw on the front page. You can import any file or URL you have. You can just paste a website link also if you want to make a presentation on any website, blog, or website like content, right? So for now, I'll just focus on the generate option because the rest of them are pretty much the same. So you can just try that on your own. So if I click on generate, then Gamma will ask me what would you like to create. Now Gamma creates four types of out generates like four types of outputs. The first is presentation. Gamma can create presentations. Gamma can also create web pages, documents, and social media posts. Like this is so useful because you can like literally. make these things in seconds and share it with your team members, right? So let's see how that works. Now this is the main prompt window where you need to enter your prompt and tell Gamma what you want to make presentation on. So I was recently learning about intellectual obesity, like what it is and how does it impact our like how will it impact our learning ability. So let's say I want to teach that to my colleague and I want to present that. So what I'll do is create a presentation on in intellectual obesity and how to avoid it. Let's say this is my topic. Oh, my spelling is so bad. Yeah. So let's say this is my topic. So what I can do is I can select the number of cards. Now these cards are like the slides inside a presentation. Now slides inside the presentation, but the key difference over here is that presentation slides are fixed. They have a fixed aspect ratio, which is 16 is to 9, right? But the cards are fluid. They can change their size based on the content you want to show. Like it can go to vertical, then it can go to square, like whatever aspect ratio you want. You can so over here you can add a number of cards, how many number of cards do you want. Then there is this default option, like the size of the page. If you want the traditional slides layout, then you can have it 16 to 9. If you want it tall, then you can have it tall also, or you can have it fluid, like Gamma will decide based on your content. Then you can also select the language over here, which language you want. Gamma offers a bunch of languages, including Indian languages like Hindi, Marathi, and other languages. So that's all you need to do. Then you can click on generate outline. Then Gamma will go to the web, search for the topic I have put in, and then create an proper outline of that topic. So as you can see, it's already done generating an outline. You can see it has given me a main front page over here. Then what it has explained me, what is intellectual obesity, what are the cognitive consequences of intellectual obesity, then how, like an image slide, then we have why are we becoming intelligent, right? So it has given me a proper outline over here. So let's say I want to, so what I can do over here is I can edit this thing by clicking on quality, and I can just edit whatever I want. I'll just leave it like that right now. And uh, let's say I want this slide to come before it, so I can just drag it over here and it will become the seventh slide. Now I'm pretty happy with this outline, right? So I can just scroll down and see what is the amount of text. For this presentation, I want the minimal. Now this is the amount of text that will appear on each card. Now, as it said, a presentation should have the least amount of text and the most, and it should be expressive enough to verbally explain, right? So I'll choose the minimal option. Then we have the theme. You can select number of themes. Gamma has a lot of themes over here. You can just click on view more, and you can see it will appear a bunch of themes over here. Now let's say I like some, let's say I like this or this is a pretty font, right? So I'll select this theme. Now, the next thing Gamma asked me is the image source, which is what type of images you want. If you want AI images, stock photos, web images, illustration, or animated GIFs. For me, I would like to have illustrations. Let's say I want to add illustrations in my photos, right? So I'll just click on that. No, let's say I want to have AI images only. Then I click on AI images, then I'll get an option to select which model I want, which model I can use to generate. And for this, I'll choose Ideogram 3.0 Turbo and click on Liner. No, photorealistic. That's much better, right? So I'll click on advanced mode also and see if there's anything left. No, there's nothing. So I'll click on generate. And as soon as I click on generate option, then Gamma will create the presentation in seconds, not even a minute. In seconds, it will create a presentation. As you can see, it has begun, and how beautifully, how fast, and how accurately it's generating the presentation. Now, imagine how much time would it take you to build something like this. Can you imagine how time consuming this would be? Like, first, you need to finalize all your content, put it in your slides, then you need to make it look good, like format it like this beautifully, right? So, this would take hours, not even getting over here. So, I'll just give it a feedback, hide, and as you can see, it is done generating the presentation. Can you see how beautiful this looks? Now imagine this is something. Now, one key important note that I would like to give you all is that this is the first draft. This should be your first draft that AI gave you. And whatever you do, whatever topic you want to create upon, whatever work you have with the presentation, this should be your first draft. And you should build on top of this. Like, can you imagine starting from scratch is so mentally consuming and mentally exhausting, and uh, it takes so much time. But when you get something like this, it saves hours. Not even kidding. So this is something you can build upon. Like, you can edit whatever you want. You can, uh, you can create change layout also. My net is running a little bit slow, but as you can see over here, I can select a number of, let's say I have like this, and it will create it like that, right? What was it before? I like the previous one actually. So let me go back and see what it is. This also is good, with pretty much, to be very honest. So this is what you can create on Gamma. Now on Gamma, you'll see, so when you're done with the presentation, when Gamma is done with the presentation, this is the main screen you'll see. And on the left hand side, we have the quick view option like pop-up menu, where you can see whatever slide you can access the slides over here uh, in a quick view. You you can add a new card over here to uh, wherever you want, right? So now on the top right corner you'll see the option of themes. Now if you click on the theme option, you can change any theme you want. Like for example, if I click on this, with one single click you can change the entire theme of the presentation, and it will do so magnificently. Like, this was so easy, right? You can just click and everything would change. Now imagine this is so time consuming to do manually. You can share whatever you want, share the slide to anyone you want. You can share the copy, send the copy link, or export it as a PDF, PowerPoint, Google Slides, or PNG. You can directly even post to LinkedIn. Then we have the agent option. Now this is a very interesting option uh, because if you want, you can edit anything inside of Gamma just by typing it. You don't even have to touch the slides to like create something better. Like for example, let's say I select this, I click on that, double click on it, and just ask it, oh, I think I'm out of credits, but you get the point, right? I can just click on it, I can type it, like change this image to an illustration, then Gamma will change that image into an illustration and give me two to three more options to choose from. Now, this was something very useful. Now you can edit over here as well. Like you can select edit with there, and this is the same thing as the agent, but on the card level. Then over here you can change the style of the card. You can like change the layout by adding an image over here, over here, over here, or over here, right? So I really like this one. So let me keep it like that. Then overlay effect, faded or frosted. Which one looks better? Oh, frosted one is pretty good. No, but it takes away the texture, right? So yeah, you get the point, right? And this is, you can select the intensity as well, overlay color, card bleed. You click on this and it will become a seamless card without any boundaries. Then you can alignment, content alignment is on the center, card width, medium or long, whatever you want. You can add a backdrop, header, footer, whatever you want, right? Then we have these three options. This kebab menu, you can merge the into above card. You can copy the card link. You can copy this, download this, export this, right? You get the point. Now, the best feature over here is the present mode. When you click on the present mode, it automatically gives everything animation. And as you can see, everything is coming animated. Now let's say I want to present it in a professional way. What I'll do is I'll click on the spotlight option, and as soon as I do that, it will uh, give progressive disclosure to each and every element inside my slide. Like for example, right now intellectual obesity is visible, and as I hover over this, it gives a subtle animation to it. And when I click, it brings up the next option. Then we have the next one. Or wait, spotlight, boom, 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 boom. You can see over here, I can explain it one by one, everything properly, right? And boom, 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 boom. It's so awesome, right? This is so crazy. So this was the main tutorial. You showed what you can do with Gamma AI. I hope you use it to improve your efficiency and speed, so that you get better results in your, you can use your time more efficiently. So thank you. And stream.